pushed you to promote this blockbuster movie that is going?
Well, we wanted to travel across the length and breadth of the country. We have been to many places South India, many places of North India, East, West, and everything. And this is the final destination. Which other city than holy city of Varanasi, the most ancient city, bound with so many historical stories, bound with so many spiritual stories. We thought this would be a fantastic culmination for the huge promotional tour of RRR. Arey sir, అటు వెళ్ళిపోతుంది కొంచెం సెంటర్లోకి రండి.
కొంచెం సెంటర్లోకి రండి.
Sir, is there any personal, some personal relation with Varanasi?
Yes, I'll tell you. There is a big relation between Varanasi. My family is a very religious family. My father and mother used to come to Kasi every Shivratri for a long period of time. But my story is not with Varanasi. My story is with Ganga Maji. I'll tell you the story towards the last. Let's finish with the heroes first before we go into the story.
Sir, my name is Sushant from News Nation. I want to. This is a totally historical drama is framed on freedom fighter and Hyderabad Nizam also. And this is particular film.
About Bhim, you can answer.
See about जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ सर, सी आपको मालूम है कि कोमरम भीम was one of the revolutionists for who's worked who's given his life for the freedom of Adivasis. Well, but जो इन्होंने जो स्टोरी में एक नया तरकीब जो इन्होंने लाया है वो है पूरा कि ये बायोपिक नहीं है. इट्स अ वेरी फिक्शनल टेल अबाउट कोमरम भीम एंड अल्लूरी सीतारामराजू. अगर ये दो मिले तो क्या होगा, अगर ये दोनों के बीच में कुछ एक्सचेंज हुआ और उसके बाद what if they became there, eventually they went into their revolutions, क्या हुआ होगा. So this is what he has tried to bring about into this film. And playing Komaram Bhim was a beautiful experience, क्योंकि कोमरम भीम का उनके बारे में ज़्यादा रेफरेंसेस नहीं है, ज़्यादा मूवीज़ भी नहीं बनी हुई है. तो ये रेफरेंस के लिए मुझे थोड़ा सा I was a little confused, how is he going to bring it to me? But लेकिन he was very clear that he said तुम जो रेफरेंसेस है उनके बारे में मत सोचो, जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ उनको सुनो तुम. And it was very easy for me to get the role done because I was having the support of the master storyteller S.S. Rajamouli.
Sir, what is the difference between other?
I don't think I wish I can put it in words because I haven't worked with other directors. I've worked with very few directors in my career. But if you really want me to say what is the difference where Rajamouli is one of the best directors of India, is because he brings about जो जब ये बच्चे थे, the stories he heard, चाहे वो अमर चित्र कथा हो या चाहे वो भगवत गीता में जो इन्होंने एक स्टोरी सुना है, या maybe it could be from another epic book. He keeps all that in mind and he wants to tell his own stories to the world, which is a fantastic quality. क्योंकि जो generations आ रहे हैं उनको भी हमारे जो ऐतिहासिक स्टोरीज हैं हमारे जनरेशन्स को भी पता चलना चाहिए. जैसे हमको मालूम है, हमारे बुजुर्ग हमको बोला है, और राजमौली सर के मूवीज से the next generation will also get to know about our wonderful stories.
सर, कितनी तैयारी करनी पड़ी आपको सुपर हीरोज की कहानी है, तो आप लोग दोनों सुपर हीरोज बन रहे हैं, तो कितनी तैयारी की इस फिल्म के लिए आप लोगों ने, कितना मेंटली मेकअप किया उसके लिए कि अपने कैरेक्टर को ढालने के लिए?
सर, इसके लिए तो दोनों का एक ही आंसर है. आई विश चरण आंसर्स दिस.
और जैसा तारक ने बोला पहले, इट्स अ फिक्शनल स्टोरी. सिर्फ वो both the characters are most celebrated freedom fighters of the south, especially from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana region. उनके बारे में इट्स अ वेरी बहुत सारा मूवीज बना है पहले अल्लूरी सीतारामराजू के बारे में, बट दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम राजमौली सर के व्यू पॉइंट पर्सपेक्टिव से बन रहे हैं ये मूवी. एंड इट्स एन ऑनरेबल फिल्म फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस टू बी पार्ट ऑफ. इट्स अ ग्रेट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू, बिकॉज सबको पता है इनका स्ट्रगल ड्यूरिंग द फ्रीडम फाइट. But the best part about this is because it's his take, इनका story, it's his own version of the two characters. So it was very easy. We had to just follow his footsteps his commands and all the workshops, जितना भी workshops किया है हमने history books से पढ़ के नहीं किया, इनके story के बारे में पता करके समझ के किया.
Sir, my question is
ఇంజిన్ ఆఫ్ చేయొచ్చు ఒకసారి జస్ట్ అలా
sir, my question is Rajamouli sir. Sir, Alia Bhatt is debuting first time in Telugu film industry. How is it set?
And Ajay Devgan also.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't want to, first of all, I don't want to see this as a Telugu film or a South Indian film because the emotions are universal. Just like how I made Bahubali, when I made Bahubali, how the emotions connected to everyone. Letter to my son, he will help you. So I took the letter, went to Allahabad, went to his son's house, he read the letter and said, okay, my father says I need to help you, what help do you need? I said I need to take Ganga water to Chennai. So I said, why? I told again the whole story. He said, okay. And he made some phone calls. Some blow blast industry who gave me the barrels. I took the barrels. Everywhere they're asking me, what are you going to do with it? I was telling the same story. And everywhere the same sentence is, हाँ भाई तू गंगा माँ जी को लेने के लिए आया हो? Yes sir, that was my standard question. So I went there, I took the barrels in the early morning, 5 o'clock. We went to the Ganga, the ghats of Ganga, Triveni Sangama, and they were about to take the water from the Ganga water. I said, no, I have to go to the center of the river because my father said you have to take the water from the confluence, from the Sangam. Okay, they put me on a boat. We went there, we took the water, we came back, and then we went to the train station and the railway porters came and said, what is this? Same story again, Ganga Maa ji ko लेके आया हूँ, लेने के लिए आया हूँ. So at the time I had just finished all my money. 500-600 rupees was gone. I just had 20 rupees, I think. The porter said, okay, you need that money to go back to eat something. You get in, we will put the barrels in the goods wagon. So they put it. I came back. And finally we did it. I brought the water to Ganga Jal to my home. But the point is, I never knew anyone. I don't know who the gentleman was. The son in Allahabad gave me food, gave me shelter. The blow past industry man gave me this thing. The auto man helped with the barrels. The railway porters helped me put the water into the train. What I realized subconsciously, at that time I didn't realize, but what I realize now is that if you are sincere in your effort, if you are relentless in your pursuit, in this country, in this beautiful country, you will find people who will help you take the Ganga water from Prayag to Chennai. They will help you. So this is the country that I am very proud of. I want to say, yes, we are from Hyderabad, we are Telugu people who work, but foremostly we are Indian people who make Indian movies for Indians across the world. That is what is RRR about. Thank you. So I am telling the truth in Varanasi that whatever pranks that they have done, whatever fun they had on the sets, it was like an energy for our entire unit. I thank both of them for being so playful, for being so much fun on the sets for the whole period of the shooting of the film.
I thank Varanasi for making him say this today.
Okay, regarding Ganga Maji, I have to tell this story. छोटी सी कहानी है, छोटी नहीं, थोड़ा लंबा, थोड़ा सुनिए. So when I was 15-16 years old, maybe 17, my family is a very religious family. They do a lot of pujas and religious rituals. My father one day called me. He gave me 600 or 700 rupees and said, go to Allahabad and where the Ganga meets Jamuna, the Triveni Sangama, and get holy water of Ganga, get 50 barrels of Ganga water from Allahabad to Chennai. We were living in Chennai then. At that point of time, I had never been north of Visakhapatnam. Forget anywhere in north of India. But my father said I took the money and booked a ticket and got on the train, second class compartment. I think it was a 36-hour or 40-hour journey. I didn't know how to do it, but I just got on the train. As we were traveling, there was a gentleman sitting there, and I remember he was telling the people about how Pandit Nehruji's socialistic approach was not right for the country. Something he was telling. After some time, he noticed me and he asked me, "Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you going?" So I said, "I am going to Allahabad to bring Ganga Jal, 50 barrels of Ganga Jal." So I said, "Kyun?" I said, "My family is a religious family. My brother is doing some kind of religious ritual. My father told me, so I am going." हाँ बेटा, तू गंगा माँ जी को लेने के लिए जा रहे हो? Yes. I said, "Yes, sir." "Okay, fine. How do you plan to get it?" I said, "I don't know." "Do you know anyone in Allahabad?" I said, "I don't know." "So how are you going to get it?" I said, "I don't know. My father said I am going." So he took a pen and paper. He wrote a letter to his son who lives in Allahabad. He said, "Go there, give this letter to my son. He will help you." So I took the letter, went to Allahabad, went to his son's house. He read the letter and said, "Okay, my father says I need to help you. What help do you need?" I said, "I need to take Ganga water to Chennai." So I said, "Why?" I told again the whole story. He said, "Okay." And he made some phone calls, some Gloplast industry film RRR. He has a lot of pain inside him, but he still he still goes forward and does his job with a very plain face, without showing any of his emotion. So that is the reason why I chose Ram for that character. Same way, Bhim is like very innocent. He can't hide any of his emotions. He is very outward, very innocent, very strong but very innocent. That is the reason why I chose Bhim, NTR for Bhim.
How did you defend
एक मिनट. I think the boat is going over.
Yeah. బాబు మనోళ్ళందరూ కొంచెం అటుపక్క